Welcome back to the Crochet Creative. So, my friends over at yarnspirations.com, I have my own pattern that I've developed here. This has actually been inspired by Daniel. So what we have here is an infinity reversible cowl by using the reverse stitch. Now I really didn't think anything like this was possible, and Daniel was showing me opportunities because he was testing and playing around with it, and together we came up with the infinity reversible cowl. So what makes it reversible is that one side of the cowl here is a different stitch than this stitch, but in actual fact it's the same thing. It's just because of the way that it's being put together, it looks like there's two different things. So one stitch is actually causing two things to happen. So here's what it looks like, and on the bottom here, this is the reverse single crochet. This is what you know it to look like, but when you turn it over it looks like this. It looks like the moss stitch. So if I turn this over, watch, completely different. So if I turn this one over, look, it's the reverse stitch. Because it's an infinity cowl and it actually has a 180 turn in it, you can see that one side of the cowl, when it's displayed right here around your neck, for example, let's do it around your neck, one side coming down will appear completely different than the other. Okay, so you got your moss stitch here, but then you got the reverse single crochets that are on the outside. So it's a really easy way to do it. So I'm recommending that we are gonna have a stitch markers to be able to identify and at least get through the first section right here. And this is just using one ball of gemstone, Red Heart Gemstone, and an 8mm size L crochet hook, and you can go as big as you want to go. In actual fact, I actually made a hat with the same ball of yarn and this, and together it just worked out quite lovely. So let's begin to do the infinity reverse cowl. For tutorial purposes I'm using Bernat's Softy Chunky. This is a baby version and an 8mm size L crochet hook. I decide when I do tutorials if it's too hard to teach in the variegated, so I'm just teaching with the solid color. So we're going to begin, and let me show you a little trick to this. We're going to chain a total of 90, but you don't want that chain to be twisted. So what I would do if I were you and you were me, I would chain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Once you have your 10, release it from the hook and put the first one on, and then continue along, put the other one back on and continue along, and it'll pretty much guarantee that this chain will not twist. So 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So go all the way to 90 for me and meet me back here in just a moment. So what you want to do, I only put 70 on here, but you should do 90. I'm just doing a small sample with you. So if you want a smaller size, just chain an equal number and it should work out. Once you're satisfied with this, then just pull it through this chain here, and we're going to establish ourselves on the first revolution that will also have the infinity twist. So what I need you to do is that when you go to start this at this moment, you're gonna chain 1 and you're gonna skip the first chain, okay, and go to the second, and you are going to single crochet into the back hump of that chain. And what I want you to do at this moment is just pull this out and get a stitch marker, something that you can identify with, and put it on this side so that you can see it here. It'll help you when you do your infinity twist when you get back around, because you need to twist, and so put it on this side so that it shows up here. So working across the chain, I want you to chain 1 and skip the next chain available to you and single crochet in the next, and chain 1, skip the next chain and single crochet in the next. And I want you to go all the way around, meet me back here, and we still have to do the infinity twist when we get back there. So just do that all the way around. I'll see you at the end of this round. So now that I got all the way around, I'm not going into the last one because I need to maintain the look. So what I have to do then is that I have to turn this. So if you follow the very top where I put, so follow the top around, and you'll notice that it's the top here. So in order to do the infinity, you have to flip this one, the start, so it's over one, so the top is actually down. So when you follow the top now, it goes over and then it appears underneath the stitch. Okay, so when you go over top, you're going over across the bottom. So continuing along, we're still getting ourselves set up for this. So chain 1 and then going in the bottom side. So in the bottom, what we need to do is that we need to go into the spaces that you see. Okay, so chain one after each one, so just go right into the space. And you're thinking, okay, well, I don't see the reverse single crochet yet. We're not doing it. We just need to get around one time. So in actual fact it takes 2 revolutions of the project in order to get back to the very start, because it's an infinity cowl. So as I'm coming up all the way around, I'm gonna end up right back where I wanted to, which is the very start of how we started this round. So I'm coming up all the way back around, and when you do that you're going to notice that you'll be back on the top side of this, and you can see by the stitch marker. So I'm gonna come into my very last one here, and all I want to do is that I want to get myself established so that I am doing the infinity. And so when you do the infinity you want to slip stitch at this point. So slip stitch to the first gapping space that you see. Okay, so when you pull this out you should see that there is a natural twist to it. So what you can do at this point is that you can reverse single crochet now for the remaining of this project. How to do that is that you are going to chain one and reverse single crochet in the same space. So going in, pulling through, so it's basically a single crochet the first one and pull through, and then chain one, and then come back to the one before it. It's the chain one space. You do get used to doing this, and going in and pull through and then pull through 2. So it's a reverse single. So then chain one and then come into the next space, and you keep doing that as many revolutions as you want. So I did it so that my cowl was 7 inches thick, and I just keep on going around and around and just reverse single crocheting. And so I actually did my cowl actually on an airplane in the dark, if you can imagine. It was late coming back from San Diego, and it was actually really quite an easy pattern to be able to understand. You know, that's just kind of the way it is. So you're going to notice on this is that even though it looks like the reverse single crochet on this side, the other side it still looks like the moss stitch. So let me just get around one full time. So I will come around and I will be right back. So as I'm coming back around you will notice that the stitch marker is on the bottom side this time, which is right. And so I've gone one full revolution, but I have to remember what I said, I have to do 2. So as you pass through this from the first time, just go right into the spaces and just keep on going with the reverse single crochet. So everything pretty much equals itself out from this point, and we want to go in a continuous circle. So I'm gonna continue to go, and then I will see you back at the stitch marker there, and we'll continue to go along. So I'm coming back to where it started originally, you remember. So I'm just continuing just to work in the spaces, and do you see now, see this side looks like the reverse single, this looks like the moss stitch. So it's just because we revolved around it for the full 2 revolutions. Continuing in the space, continue to go, and this time because you are looking at the reverse single crochet you're still going into the chain 1 spaces that you're creating, and this is what makes it stack up on top of each other when you're doing the reverse single. So just using your fingertips and apply it in between the stitches. It's in the chain 1 spaces and chain 1 and etc. And you get used to actually being able to see it. If you can't see it, just you can actually feel for it too. So you can see that it's now starting to stack up like a sandbar when you go to do that. So continue to revolve around again, and let's see what you come up with. I'm gonna do one full one so that I end up coming down through the bottom side, and you will see this remarkably starting to work out before your very eyes. So I'm coming to the next one that's got the revolution, so you can see that it's equaling. So you see how the one side looks like it's the moss stitch. So the bottom will always look like the moss stitch to you, and when you're creating these reverse single crochets those will also look like that at the top. So you'll see that it's been working out quite wonderfully. So you're just gonna go to the size that you want to go, and then when you're satisfied, I left in the stitch marker because so I knew where I'm stopping and starting, so I would have equal sides. And then once you're satisfied with it, I'm just coming into the first one and just slip stitch then into the next chain 1 space like so, and then that's it. So you can say that's done. So obviously you want to go a little bit wider than that. So once you get that done, then just trim your yarn and just weave in your ends. So just pull through, And with the gemstone I just stayed towards the top when I wove them in so that the colors were matching. I found the gemstone was really fun to work with because it does change color and you're wondering what the story is gonna end up looking like at the end. So it's kind of a neat opportunity for you. So then just weaving in the back side, just dragging it through. So I woven in my ends including the starting ends, so when you put it down and you're wearing it you will see that it'll naturally want to fold. So I did it this way because I'm always the kind of person that when I wear a cowl or anything I want it to fold so it sits nicely inside my coat so it blocks the wind of my, or blocks the wind from my neck, and that's kind of what it will look like at that point. So if you look carefully here, because it's a different kind of yarn you don't see it as clearly, but you'll see that the one side is a reverse single crochet and the other side here is the moss stitch right here. Okay, so that's kind of a neat thing. So if you look at the original, same thing is happening. One side looks like the reverse and the other side looks like the moss. So that's it for now. Enjoy. It's a really simple tutorial and you probably whip out quite a bit of these, and it's a great little craft fair idea too. Have a good one and we hope to see you again real soon right here in the Crochet Crowd.